it was requested that I do share a little bit deeper into my story, I will go ahead and do that. My first symptoms started as far back as 10 or 11 years old. I had joint problems and always being sick and missing a lot of school due to migraines, viruses, illnesses, anything under the sun. I'd always be sick. I had double viral pneumonia around that time and had a very severe reaction to the antibiotics. I was sick for months, and my fever with the reactions of the medications got upwards as far as 107 to 108. I was delusional. My body was just shutting down. But I was sick for months, and it was in third grade, and this may have been a trigger to kind of start all of this. But obviously, I'm no doctor, but sometimes some of the doctors, I think I know more about my disease than they do. And also, I feel like a complete pharmacist because I've been on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of medications over the years. At the time, we tried every doctor, treatment, and medication we could think of over the last, oh gosh, I would say severely over the last decade. It got to the point where nothing affected the excruciating pain I was experiencing, and many doctors had admitted that they couldn't even help me. The frustration, the devastation of getting your hopes up, them being crushed so many times. How can a doctor not help you or fix you? It's tough news to hear over and over again. I was seeing a doctor like every 2 weeks for 5 to 7 years, trying to figure out what was going on. Although my body felt broken, countless x-rays, MRIs, CT scans, blood tests, and any test under the sun claimed that everything was fine. For those of you with fibromyalgia and or lupus, know that the journey up until the actual diagnosis is truly a devastating, frustrating, and confusing time. Mine happened to be 5 years long, but I got through it. I finally found out I had fibromyalgia in 2009/2010 and SLE lupus in late December 2014. At the time, I was so relieved I had an actual diagnosis. I figured I'd start treatment. It'd be like getting like a Z-Pack for the flu or, an antibiotic, and you take it for 10 days and you're all better. But unfortunately, that's not how it is with a chronic illness. You're never truly pain-free. You're never truly not sick. It's just how you push through and how you work things out. And some days you feel like you fail. But other days you feel bigger than the illness. You believe in the hope that someday they will find a cure. So anyway, I had an actual diagnosis, started treatment, and finally had an explanation whenever anybody asked what was wrong with me. Because no, I wasn't faking it. I thought I was going to get better, and then all the health complications I had gone through were going to be put in the past. But because I was so unfamiliar with these illnesses, at first, what I didn't realize was how crazy the fibromyalgia and lupus world really is. There have been no new medications introduced to the medical field since the 1960s and 70s. Can you believe that? That's ridiculous. And I'll tell you what, the Lyrica commercials for fibromyalgia, there is no way in hell that that lady has fibromyalgia. There's no way. Um, and really, the success rate of Lyrica for lupus and fibromyalgia patients is less than 6% success. I had a very severe reaction where my hands and feet swelled up so big I couldn't even put my foot in a very loose slipper or shoe. It was really scary. Uh, this illness has changed me and my life in more ways than I could ever have imagined. And I know that there are millions of others out there who are going through the exact same thing, if not much worse. I hope I hope everyone going through this experience is able to relate to my story. We must continue to spread awareness and fight for the proper testing, diagnosing, treatment, and most importantly, a cure. I'm ready to finish the fight.